Can a $150 drill take care of your needs? This is the MASTERFORCE 20V Ultra Compact Hammer Drill Driver. And not only is it less than $150, it's less than $150 in the kit. So the 4 amp hour battery, the drill, and a charger. Now let's take a deeper dive into each one of the features, and then we'll use this and come back and talk about what we think. We've got the MASTERFORCE 20V Brushless Ultra Compact Hammer Drill. Now specifically, this is the model number 2410-383. And as I mentioned, they call it the Ultra Compact 20V Brushless. So we get a brushless motor driving up to 525 inch-pounds of torque, and it is a hammer drill. So in addition to locking out for drill mode, we can also lock it out for hammer drill mode or go into the screw driving mode. And with our clutch here, we can set up to 17 different clutch settings depending on what kind of screws we're going to be driving. Obviously a keyless chuck here as well that will accept up to a 1/2 inch drill bit. Get an LED light here at the base, and we also get a variable speed trigger. So we can make this go about as slow as we want and ramp that up depending on how much throttle we want to bring on. We also get a 2-speed gearbox here, so speed 1 is going to be low and speed 2 is going to be high. Speed 1 is going to give us up to 500 RPM, and speed 2 is going to give us up to 1800 RPM. Now to get an idea of size here, from the tip to the back of the tool, right at 6.5, maybe 6 3/8 of an inch from the front to back. And as for height, you're looking at, with the 4 amp hour battery, about 9.5 inches to the top of the tool. Now you can get this kitted with the 4 amp hour battery and a battery charger. Not this dual port MASTERFORCE that we have behind us, but you can get a MASTERFORCE 20V charger and this 4 amp hour battery and this drill for a great price as a kit. Now if we get an idea of the width of the tool, about 61 millimeters, let's change that to inches, 2.4 inches, so less than 2.5 inches wide, even at the widest point of this tool. So it is a compact tool. So it's going to be lighter and easier and more nimble to carry around, if you will. And we'll get a weight on this as well. So with the 4 amp hour battery, 3 pounds, 11.5 ounces. So 3 3/4 of a pound for the tool and the 4 amp hour battery. Now this is not meant to be the biggest and baddest tool or drill in your arsenal. If you're needing something like that, that's not what they're meant to do here. This is supposed to be handy, nimble, small tool that you can get in and still get work done. And with 525 inch-pounds of force, it should be able to do that. And the MASTERFORCE Flex Power battery, easy to see that fuel gauge there just by the press of a button, and see the 4 lights light up telling us we got somewhere between 80 and 100% of charge in that battery life. As I mentioned, this is the 4 amp hour. Obviously you can get different size batteries as well. This is their MASTERFORCE Boost 20V lithium battery. Now the cool thing is you can get this kit with the charger, with the 4 amp hour battery, and the drill for less than 150 bucks. So that is a really good deal. Now let's go over and see what we think about this. All right, we'll start small here with a couple of small screws and use the drive mode. And let's see, I don't know, what are those probably 1 1/4, 1.5 inch screws. Let's just start at 10 on the clutch setting. I'll put it in high. That worked pretty good. Another one in speed 2. So pretty good guess on the clutch, driving those pretty much flush. Of course, they do have a big washer head on them as well. Now, if we wanted to go to a longer drywall type of screw, I don't know what, that's probably a 2 inch. Let's bump that up to 15. So back that out and go back forward again. So it looks like if we're wanting to countersink those into a 2x4, we kind of need to max that out at the 17. Change over to my T25. And now we'll go to a 3-inch construction or deck fastener, deck screw. And of course we'll leave this at the max setting, and it probably will not countersink these. We may have to go to the drill mode. Yep. So the clutch setting on this, not quite firm enough and able to drive 3.5-inch deck screws down below the surface. But I think the power's there. Again, the clutch setting's just not going to handle it. So let's, in screw mode, try speed 1 and see if we can't get this to sync differently. We're going to put this back down to 15. So it sinks a little bit deeper, and let's go into 17 and see if we can't get it to countersink. So just about to get it flush in 17 in screw mode on mode 1 or on speed 1. The power's definitely there to drive it as deep as you want to. Using the drill mode and locking that out. And let's switch over to a 1-inch self-feeding auger bit. So you can see that's a 1-inch bit. Has the self-feeding auger tip on it. We'll try this in speed 2, but we may need to go down to speed 1. So we can cheat it a little bit, but if we go into speed 1, you'll see here it will breeze right through. So no problem at all driving that 1-inch bit, just not in speed 2, which I didn't expect it to do. So for an ultra compact drill, driving that 1-inch auger bit, not a bad job at all. And now we've got a 1/4-inch concrete bit in there. We'll turn this into hammer mode. So we should get the hammer impacts as well, and we'll try it here in this concrete block. Let's turn that back to speed 2. So no problem at all driving that 1/4-inch bit. Go to a 3/8 bit. No problem at all. Now, as mentioned a couple of times, this is $150 all in. In fact, it's cheaper than that. You get the 4-amp-hour battery, you get the hammer drill driver, as well as a charger, not this dual port charger, but their regular single bay charger, all for $149.99 or something like that. However, if you're near Menards, you can buy this and get a mail-in rebate right now, and I think it's like $133. So pretty crazy price for all this can do. Now, is this the beefiest, most horsepower drill we've ever used? No, and MASTERFORCE didn't mean for it to be. That's why they call it their ultra compact. You know, will it drive deck screws if you need to? Yes. Should you buy this if that's all you're doing? No. Get their quiet impulse driver, impact driver. That will do the trick. or their bigger drill will handle that as well. But this is great for those lightweight needs, and then you can still drive those heavier screws if you need to. And using hammer drill mode to drive in some 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch holes through concrete or cinder blocks or whatever you need to do, again, no problem with that either. So we think this is a great deal. We'll have a link in the description. Be sure to check it out. Also keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And hey, if you don't mind, would you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already? And by all means, if you hated our video, well then give us a thumbs down, but would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day and keep smiling.